Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following literary narrative question is asking about the function of a paragraph in the entire passage. You have to keep the entire passage in mind when they ask it this type of question. So I have the fifth paragraph here, but I've also included the first, which is going to be very helpful, as you'll see in a minute. So let's go ahead and consider the answer choices. So does this paragraph foreshadow Gordon's refusal to help Dean? Maybe. What the paragraph says is that Dean is dressed in blue silk pajamas, that he opens his door and the two young men greet each other with a half embarrassed exuberance. So they're really, really excited to see each other. And that tells you that they were both 24, that they both graduated from Yale the year before the war happened, but that there the resemblance stopped abruptly. So, other than the fact that they had a similar background, they're different right now. Does it foreshadow Gordon's refusal to help Dean? Well, if we're thinking here about Dean not helping Gordon, Dean's the one that had more money, um, and whether or not this would foreshadow that, it's very hard. I don't see anything here that shows that he's being selfish or withdrawing money in any way. We also have mixed up the names here. Gordon is the one that's asking for help, not Dean. So this one just doesn't make any sense. Answer choice B says, it creates a sense of tension between two strangers. Well, there's no tension. They're really happy to see each other. There's an exuberance there. And they're half embarrassed. So they're almost embarrassed at how happy they are to see each other right now. There's no tension. So even though they're very different, they like each other. So no, we can cross that one out as well in that paragraph. It establishes a contrast between two men with similar histories. Well, this is a problem. Histories implies that, well, we have to look at the history of each of them, which is not necessarily found in this passage. Well, we do know that they do have a similar history and that they're both about the same age. They both are the same age. They both went to Yale. Um, but then, sorry, the contrast then would be what? Do we see any contrast here? Well, we do have Dean dressed in blue silk pajamas. Um, and he had to phone in to get in there, etc. The resemblance stopped abruptly. Remember that when we first introduced Gordon, um, he was wearing a well-cut, shabby suit, so he wasn't very well dressed. Whereas this guy slept with silk pajamas, so he looks like a significantly more well-off guy. So this looks like a good answer choice. Let's see if the last makes more sense. It establishes a contrast between two men with opposite histories. Well, they don't have opposite histories. Sure, the resemblance stopped abruptly there, but their past, the fact that they have the same age, they both went to Yale, establishes that they have a similar history. So we can get rid of that, and that leaves answer choice C here as the best answer choice. I hope that helped with this problem, and happy prepping.